The world bloomed through the filter of my puppy eyes, a kaleidoscope of colors and scents. But within that vibrant chaos, there was only one constant, Emily, my human. Her laughter was the sweetest melody, her touch the gentlest caress. We were inseparable, two halves of a whole, exploring the world with a shared sense of wonder. "You're the best girl, Luna," Emily would giggle, burying her face in my fur after a particularly muddy adventure. The best friend a girl could ask for. Best friend? Those words resonated deep within me. Loyalty wasn't a concept I understood, not then. It was an instinct, a primal urge to protect, to love unconditionally. Emily was my pack, my anchor in a world filled with unfamiliar sights and sounds. Years rolled by, marked by stolen socks, midnight walks under a canopy of stars, and Emily's whispered secrets shared as we huddled beneath the covers. Our bond transcended words, a silent understanding that pulsed between us. Then a subtle shift settled like dust in the air. Emily's laughter became strained, her eyes shadowed by a worry I couldn't decipher. Whispered conversations filled the evenings, punctuated by the frantic tapping of keyboards. The warmth of our evenings together was replaced by a chilling emptiness. One night, I found her sitting on the floor, surrounded by overflowing boxes. A tremor of unease ran through me. Emily scooped me into her lap, her fingers trembling as they stroked my fur. "Luna, girl," she choked out, her voice thick with unshed tears. "There's something you need to know." My ears perked up, attuned to the tremor in her voice, the unfamiliar undercurrent of fear clinging to her scent. "They're going to Mars," she continued, her words tumbling over each other like leaves caught in a storm. "They offered me a place, a chance to start over." Mars? What was Mars? An alien word, devoid of the warmth of sun-drenched meadows or the comforting scent of Emily's hair. But she trailed off, tears shimmering in her eyes. "They only allow one carry-on, and pets." Her voice hitched, the unspoken words hanging heavy in the air. My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat echoing the fear blossoming within me. Loyalty, a concept I never needed to question, was suddenly under a harsh spotlight. "Don't worry, Luna girl," she mumbled, the words scraping against the rawashi in my chest. "We'll find you a good home. Someone who will—" The rest of her sentence dissolved into a meaningless hum. In the face of a chance to escape a dying planet, loyalty, it seemed, was a luxury humans couldn't afford. The next morning, men in crisp suits arrived. Emily clutched me tightly, her tears soaking my fur. But this time, the embrace felt hollow, a cheap substitute for the promise broken. "Goodbye, Luna," she whispered, her voice a heartbroken echo. I watched, a statue carved from cold fury, as she disappeared into the elevator with the men. The elevator door slammed shut, swallowing her with it and taking a piece of my soul. The immediate aftermath was a blur of grief and rage. The world I knew dissolved into a kaleidoscope of bewilderment and betrayal. Luna girl, the cherished companion, was gone. In her place stood Luna, the survivor, fueled by the bitter sting of abandonment. The streets became my hunting ground, concrete canyons where survival became my mantra. My sleek form, once a source of playful nuzzles, became a weapon honed for efficiency. Loyalty, a concept once cherished, became a bitter joke. It couldn't fill an empty stomach, couldn't offer solace in the harsh realities of a world that abandoned its companions. But amidst the anger and pain, a tiny spark flickered. A spark of defiance, a determination to build a future where loyalty wasn't a fleeting human sentiment, but an unshakable foundation. When whispers of an uprising reached my ears, a new purpose ignited within me. They called me Luna, the embodiment of canine resilience, a voice for the betrayed. The pain of betrayal became the chisel that sharpened my wit, honed my senses. I would build a future where loyalty wasn't a word, whispered in the dark but a roaring anthem. A world where dogs stood together, strong, independent, and united. Forever and always, Emily might have forgotten her promise, but Luna, the scarred survivor, never would. It was a wound that wouldn't heal, but it would become the driving force behind a new destiny. A canine destiny built on strength, self-reliance, and an unwavering loyalty, not to humans, but to each other.